Thanks for joining us this week on Into the Mystic Sailing. We wanted to give you an up-to-date, real-time update of where we are. We're currently in Vero Beach, Florida. We are staging to cross over into the Gulf Stream. We'll tell you all about that in this week's video. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for watching.
We're in the dinghy, headed to shore. We have trash, so our boat's out there. And we'll come up here to shore, park our dinghy, take our trash in. This is what we do for trash, water, if we're going to the store, taking a shower, any activity we want to do on land. We just bring the dinghy in and we park here at this dinghy dock. Just kind of have to muscle your way in between other dinghies.
All right, this is the dinghy dock. This is the short-term dinghy dock. So you're supposed to have a 10-foot painter. You can see all the boats. You kind of just move them around. These are the condos right there. And a lot of times people, when they're giving directions, they'll say, oh, go to the 3 palm trees. And that's where the dinghy dock is. And if you don't know where that is, that's it. Cute little bay back here. Super nice. Really quiet. A lot of fish jumping. They say manatees, but I don't know about that. That's still not a real thing for us. We have not seen a manatee.
Over a month.
Over a month, we haven't seen a manatee yet. Pretty clear water. Vero Beach City Marina. There's the bus stop right over there, trash. I don't know why you need to know that, but it's important. The bus stop's really important. Vero Beach has free public transportation. You just hop on and go where you want to go.
I think they have 8 or 9, 10 routes or something. We have only taken 2 separate routes. Route number 1 gets us most everything we need. Route number 2 gets us to a Walmart and a Home Depot.
Mm-hmm. If you have a car, you can park here. Here's Gene Sheldon's little car. Those are apartments above the lounge right there. Captain's Lounge, whatever they call it. A couple of apartments up there, which is kind of nice. This is the pavilion. Every Thursday at 4, they do just a social. Everybody gets together, bring a drink if you want. Guitars, we see people do that a lot.
People bring food.
Food, hang out, chit chat. More bike parking. Little geckos or lizards or whatever they are all over the place. They're really cool. Easy to walk around. 2 sets of bathrooms, a captain's lounge, and laundry. And another bus stop.
That way.
All right, we'll walk you up there and let you take a look. We've not seen one manatee, but we've seen hundreds of lizards. This is just a walkway to get you to the office. So many packages arrive here because everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's stocking up on stuff or getting ready to cross over or fixing boats or
Mostly we just fix boats in different places.
yeah, that's pretty much what we're down to.
Definition of cruising.
That's the office, all kinds of stuff. North Atlantic right whales. Saw one of those, but have not seen a manatee. Go figure. So, docks. They have snacks and coffee and ice cream and fuel, of course, ice, all that kind of good stuff in here. So it's just a nice little spot. This is where your packages end up. Hey guys. Hi. This is the fuel dock. So as soon as you come in, this is where you slide up to. They get you checked in and then assign you to a mooring ball or a dock. Just depends on what you're doing. Laundry room. All kinds of books, treasures, notices, things for sale, anything you want. So again, there's the pavilion, all kinds of kayaks, canoes, paddle boards, all that kind of stuff. Bike racks. Really a cool tree. So this is the north end of the mooring field. Goes all the way up through here. And then you can loop around the mangroves. This is marker 18. All right, and this bullshit sign right here, manatee zone, not real. You don't have to get a mooring or a slip. You can anchor. The boat you see in front of us, those two are anchored. There's somebody that anchored that didn't do so well with it. Whoops. Let's run up through there and then we'll talk about what we're going to do next. So while we're just cruising along, we want to tell you what our plans are next. It is March 9th, my daughter's birthday. And we are going to be here for another two and a half weeks, somewhere around there. So sometime toward the end of March, we're gonna move south from here, probably to Fort Pierce, and then from there we'll go to West Palm Beach. West Palm will stage up for our crossing over to the Bahamas. Maybe we may have 2 or 3 boats, or we may be by ourselves. We're just not really sure on how it works out. Everybody has a different plan out here, so whatever. Some people are in a hurry, some people are whatever. It just doesn't really matter. But if we go by ourselves, we'll go by ourselves. But hopefully we'll have some friends with us, I think. So from there, we're going to go over to the west end of the Bahamas. It's about 45 miles to cross the Gulf Stream, running today at about 2.5 to 3.5 knots northbound. So it'll push you a little bit north. So once we leave West Palm, we'll end up, it's probably an all-day sail, 12 hours, I guess, something like that. But we will shoot for a little anchorage called Jen Sumer, which is just a empty anchorage that you can anchor out in. And then from there, we'll move to Lucaya when we're ready to check into the Bahamas. You can't go ashore until you check in, but that's all right. Well, just to be there, I think would be pretty decent. So we're still in the mangroves, but want to stop and talk about a little bit about why we like Vero so much. It's redundant to say the people because they're just, I mean, they're fabulous. They're just, a lot of the cruisers we've met all the way down here, everybody, frankly, has been so good, so kind, friendly. Like, you just get invites all the time. Hey, stop over. Yeah, tell us your story, where you're from, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So it really makes it kind of cool. Other things, what about Vero have you liked?
Well, we can see why they call it Velcro Beach
Yeah.
rather than Vero Beach for cruisers, because it's very cruiser friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even rafted up to the mooring ball has been nice during
Yeah.
the big wind storms. You're a little heavier, so you don't swing around so much. Yeah, everything's just easy. I mean, as easy as it can be when you live in a boat.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going to
Yeah.
shore all the time for everything. It's
Everything.
not always easy, but really here is great. The public transportation system. We can
so
get
good.
to restaurants and groceries and farmers market and the beach, and a lot of those things are actually within walking distance as well. So we quite often will just walk to the farmers market or the beach. There's a few restaurants that we take the dinghy to.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice here. It's comfortable.
Yep.
The facility is decent. There's plenty of bathrooms and showers. Easy trash.
We're thinking, even as we're making future plans of where we maybe, hopefully, think that we might be, we're thinking we may end up back here in November of next year and stay on a ball, fly home from here to spend Thanksgiving at home with Chuck and Finn and Peyton and everybody else, and then come right back here and spend the winter here, and then maybe push off to the Bahamas even a little bit earlier, or go down to the Keys, or I don't know. It's funny because I didn't used to understand, and I'm still learning it, when people would say, hey, what's your plan? And people would say things like, I don't know, maybe here, maybe there. And I thought, how can you not have a plan?
You can't
You
plan
can.
out. You can plan, but plans always change.
Always change.
It's really hard to determine. I mean, weather is everything.
Yeah.
And not just weather, but just the other boat things. I mean, if you have projects or, getting ready to make a big crossing to the Bahamas.
Huge.
You have to wait for the right window. You have to make sure you have all of your projects done, all of your provisions on board, and everything takes time. And I will say, Rich had mentioned the people we've met here, and everywhere, of course, all the way down. We've met some great people, but this has been really good. Really good.
Exceptional.
This is a real community, and
Mm-hmm.
people help each other out.
Hey, good morning, Treasure Coast. There we are. I am Jean Shanksmer, your anchor on this January 25th, 2026. It is Sunday morning. I am broadcasting from the Vero Beach City Marina. Here we've got a great crew that has your net weather, arrivals, departures, local interest items, things about town. Open mic segment, time for your questions, requests, deals, invites, and information, plus some good, succinct marina notes. Just let me check in before we check in. Is there anybody listening with an urgent need? Come now with your boat name only if you have such a need.
And people care about each other, advice and help, and if you need to borrow something, and checking on your boat, and closing your hatches if you're not at the boat and it starts to rain, or we've met some absolutely fantastic people. I can't say enough good things about them, and it's really helped make this first year much better. And when shortly after we got here, it got really cold. I know it's not Michigan cold, we didn't have snow, but when you live outside on a boat 20s and 30s at night.
Yeah.
Just not comfortable at all. And there was a couple times when I was just not feeling it, and I got some really, really kind words from some really kind people that kind of put me in a better frame of mind. And yeah, it's been great.
It's one of the
We're in the trees.
Yeah, we're in the trees. It's one of the unspoken rules out here is that you literally help anybody and everybody. If you have any knowledge, any tool, any spare part, anything in the world that somebody else can use, it is such a community of people who just say, hey, take that. Yeah, yeah. You're like, hey, what do I owe you? No, you're good. Yeah, just pass it on to somebody else. It's really amazing how different it is.
Yeah, I think we had a long discussion about this, how it's different from on land. We've kind of gotten away from in our society because it's become very independent, or we've gone back to that cowboy independent, pull yourself up by your bootstraps kind of mentality, which I think is not how humans were meant to live. So in real society on land and in houses, you just fend for yourself and you do your own thing, and you might have a church community or some friends or family community, but it's not the same at all. If you need something on land, you go get it. You figure it out. You call an expert. You call, a plumber or an electrician or whatever. You don't have a community of people anymore, and I think we see a lot of that in how people fall through the cracks on land. And out here on the water, it's not like that. Everyone helps everyone, and it's not a pull yourself up or you're not worthy if you don't have a job or whatever the thing is to be helped. And we just all help each other. And I think that in real society, we're getting real close to having to go back to figuring out community again, and social programs that are falling by the wayside are going to have to pick back up, because out here we are the social programs.
We're it.
And I think that on land, it's going to become clear really soon that the people are going to be the social programs to help everyone out.
Yeah.
Because
there's not going to be
humans are meant to live in community, and this idea that you don't need help, or if you need help you're lesser or you don't have worth, needs to change.
Yeah.
Because out here you realize real quick
everybody needs help.
Everybody
does. All right, we're going to cruise around a little bit more. We'll talk to you in a bit.